Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video. And this is actually another episode. Another episode of Initial D, which is Initial D First Stage, Episode 11. Shingo arrives, and believe it or not, I started actually with Episode 10, and I thought, wait a minute, the 5 consecutive hairpin turns, and I thought, this seems familiar. Like I remember reading this title. Turns out I actually already did episode 10, kind of forgot that I did, but let's go ahead and begin. So, starting the video, we adjust the settings, fix everything, make sure everything's good. Okay, so Initial D, episode 11, Shingo arrives. Started. Let me double check to make sure it's still recording because I don't want to take a chance. Okay, starting video in 3, 2, 1 click. I am. Again, I love the sound of the engines. Sorry, I've been trying to adjust my seat here. Be comfortable. Ah. I think I said this once before, but you never diss someone's wrath. You don't do that. You never do that. You don't do that. Is that the speed sensor? That dinging? Is that the speed sensor? It's kind of interesting that the headlights on the 8.6 there kind of look like the brighter... I mean, just look at the headlights here on these cars. They kind of look like the brighter LEDs. Not your typical halogen bulbs. They don't look like your typical halogen bulbs. I mean, I could totally be wrong, but just the color of the lights themselves, where they're actually like a bright white, it makes me think about, like, the reason I'm thinking about that is because whenever I switched the headlights on my truck from the old halogen bulbs to the Sylvania Silver Stars, they were bright white. And arrogance will be the death of you. Congratulations. Whoa. I love the attention to detail there where the tower's actually underneath the wheel wells. I love how it's not like flush with it, it's actually underneath the wheel well. Which is accurate. Whoa! My 8-5. I think Takami notices something different about the car. Unless that car is actually more tuned than what you think it is. Oh! Gun it. I love how casual Kami is about it. Probably need some new tread. Yeah, it's not the 8.6. It's not tuned. It's probably a bit bone. It's probably bone stock. Goodbye. And his pants were soiled that day. No, it's not well tuned. I mean, it's probably bone stock. Uh-huh. Oh, great. Let me guess. Now there's going to be, like, rumors about the ghost.
Thank you. 俺、池谷先輩が言った意味がやっと分かったよ。匠のダウンヒルは異常だって。そうか。そうでもないと思うけどな。バカ、お前気づいてないだけだ。車があんな風に走るなんて、俺は想像したこともなかったよ。俺、人生観が変わった。ものすごい衝撃だった。そんな怖かったか。悪かったな。謝ることないよ、匠。俺、嬉しくってしょうがないんだからさ。車は性能じゃないんだって。
It's about the driver.
腕さえ良けりゃ8号でもあんなすごい走りができるって分かったよ。
Don't try it yourself.
俺、この車すっごい好きになったよ。大事に乗るよ。明日から一生懸命練習するんだ。
No.
誰かに笑われたってちっとも気になんねえや。やっぱ最高だよ。俺の8号。
Don't hurt your car, dude.
そうだ。今度この8号で女の子誘ってドライブ行こうぜ。今度こそ抜け駆けなしだぞ。いいな。絶対だぞ、匠。分
Of course. I've never seen a car wash like that before.
S13 すっかり元通りのハンサムな顔になって帰ってきた。涙出そうだ俺。
いつき俺を引き殺そうとしたな。
早速今日から走り込み開始だ。タイヤのグレード落として
Lower grade tires.
俺もやりますよ。見てくださいこのステッカー。先輩いいっすよね。
It's not even on straight! There's the creases in the decal.
昨日体験した匠のダウンヒルの感触を忘れないうちに。
何？乗ったのか？匠の86に。
乗りましたよ。86じゃないですけどね。
なんだその意味ありげなスケベ笑いは。
詳しく聞かせろよ、いつき。
どうしよっかな。
経由でも飲むかい。
わかりましたよ。いやー、あいつに俺の8号を運転してもらってアキナの下り走ったんですけどね、もうすげえなんてもんじゃない。あんなの生まれて初めてっすよ。俺の8号がコーナーのはるか手前から横向いて
They don't believe it.
に映る景色が全部ガーッと流れるんですから、もう神業っすよ。
8号でドリフトしたのか。 LSD も入れてないのに。
一瞬の出来事でしたよ。下りの連続ヘアピンで柄の悪い2台をごぼう抜け。あんなスカッとしたことないっすね。
はあ、信じられますか店長、そんな話。いくら匠でも8号ですよ、8号。
普通だとちょっと考えられないけどな。なんせ8号だからな。
そこまで言わなくたって信じてもらわないと。事実ですよ。
Great!
あの8号をそこまで乗れるとなると、匠のテクニックは俺が考えてたよりもはるかに幅広い適応性があるってことになるな。
Also like how it has the splash guards on it.
操縦性が似てるんじゃないんですか。
That's a really nice feature.
ノーマルな8号と文太が長年かけて熟成させた86の足じゃ、それこそ月とスッポン、まるで別物だ。
Ouch!
匠はどんな車でもすぐ乗りこなせてしまう。
なあ、少なくとも FR レイアウトの車ならそのポテンシャルをギリギリまで引き出せるんじゃないかな。86ってのはごまかしが効かない車らしいからな。基本がしっかりと身についていないと乗りこなせないだろう。86がドライバーを育てる。文太はいつもそう言ってたよ。
Initial D. Initial D.
Oh, I love this backdrop here.
今入ってった車、ナイトキッズのステッカー貼ってたぞ。
いかにも走り屋っぽい足だったな。
ああ、車の揺れ方とか見てると足いじってある車は外から見ても一発でわかるよ。
うん。しかしナイトキッズの連中、この頃アキナでもよく見かけるよな。何しに来てんだ？
To be honest with you, just because the car has stickers doesn't mean it's heavily modified.
リターンマッチを申し込んでくるやつなんていねえと思うけど。
I mean, I could stick a transformer stick decal on my truck. It doesn't mean it's going to transform.
それにしてもいいざまだ。たけしのやつ、86に負けたとあっちゃ、チーム内でもでけえ面できねえだろうな。
いらっしゃいませ。
コーヒー2つ。
はい。
でも慎吾、スピードスターズの86はだいぶ若いやつが乗ってるらしいけど。
どんなガキか知らねえ。これでもし俺がその86を任しゃ。
Again, another arrogant turd.
ナイトキッズ最速は俺ってことになるな。
やる気か慎吾。お前の下りの速さは認めるけど向こうも半端じゃないらしいぜ。
まともに勝負しても俺なら互角にやれるけどよ。そりゃつまんねえからな。100% 勝てる面白いアイデアがある。
Cheating.
まあ見てな。感動的にデンジャラスなダウンヒルを拝ませてやるから。下りのスペシャリストは俺一人で十分だ。もう86の時代は終わってる。
Oh boy. Shows how arrogant you are. Outdated. You never, ever say any car is outdated to someone who loves cars. That's the equivalent of saying, put your grandmother in a nursing home. She's out of date. She's outdated. You don't do that. You don't say that to a gearhead.
Ryosukeは兄貴か。兄貴は部屋に閉じこもって毎日パソコンとにらめっこさ。何が楽しいんだかな。パソコンいじくって速くなる走り屋なんて群馬中探しても兄貴だけだろうな。なあヒロシ、兄貴とアキナの86がバトルしたらどうなるかな。
どうなるって、涼介が負けるわけないだろう。この前のバトルで86はもう丸裸だ。あらゆるデータは涼介の頭の中に整然とインプットされて勝つためのシミュレーションが出来上がってるはずさ。
兄貴ほど車を知り尽くしている走り屋は他にはいない。
I like the effect with like the heat.
俺には兄貴が負けるなんてことは考えられない。
I like that effect.
だけどあの86も負けない気がする。惚れ惚れするようなハイスピードドリフト、絶妙のブレーキングコントロール、やつも桁違いだ。俺も同じ FR 使いの走り屋としてあの86の走りに惚れ込んじまったのかもしれない。
ケイスケ
二人がやり合えばどちらかが負ける。兄貴には絶対負けてほしくない。だがあの86が負けるシーン。
Oh, okay, so you're actually rooting for the A6.
妙な気分だぜ。
あ、ごめん。濡れなかった？
うん。
ちょっと持ってて。
あ。
ねえ、たくみくん。またどっか行こう？山でも高原でも、また海でもいいな。夏休みだもん。いっぱい思い出作らなきゃね。
Oh, I'm sure he just made one right now.
私、たくみくんとだったらいいよ。泊まりがけでも。
I was waiting for him to just like slurp up his entire cup at that point.
バイトの休み今度はいつ？また日曜日？
そう決まってるわけじゃないけど。
じゃあ次の休みの日またドライブ行こうよ。あの車でね。
うん。
今度こそ受けがけなしだぞ、たくみ。
あのさ、いつきも一緒じゃまずいかな。
え、いつきくんも？
うん。できればあいつにも誰か女の子を紹介してくれるといいんだけど。あいついいやつなんだけど女の子に縁がなくて。
たくみくんって友達思いだね。
別にそういうわけじゃないけど。
わかった。心当たりに声かけてみる。
そうか。
きっと見つかるよ。いつきくんにお似合いの可愛い子が。
And then we'll go back out on a date, just the two of us, and the car, the three of us. I love the sound effect. I really do. How you can hear it, like one side of the headphones, then it moves to the other.
かっこいいっす先輩。
サイドでケツを出すコツがかなり分かってきたぞ。ステアとのタイミングが肝なんだよな。
ドリフトのきっかけ作りにサイドを引くってわけなんだ。でも池谷先輩、俺この間匠の横に乗ったけど、あいつサイドブレーキなんて一回も引かなかったっすよ。
匠のはフットブレーキだけで荷重移動を起こすハイテクニックなんだよ。あそこまで行くにはまだまだ長い道のりがあるんだ。
はあ。
今までグリップで入ってからアクセルを踏んで出口寄りでタイヤを滑らせて喜んでたけど、そういうのはパワースライドってドリフトとは違う初歩的な技なんだよ。
へえ。
本当のドリフトっていうのは匠みたいに流しながらコーナーに入って出口ではスライドを抑えて立ち上がるんだ。あれが一番早いし、なんてったってかっこいいからな。
なるほど、お前ずいぶん勉強したんだな。
S13 直ってくるまで暇だったからな。いろいろ本読んで研究したのさ。
俺もやってみようかな、サイドスピン。なんかワクワクしますね。
じゃあ俺コツ掴んだから次のステップへ行くよ。今度は直線でなく低速コーナーのスピンに挑戦してくる。
頑張ってください。
You just got your car back. Don't get cocky.
俺らも後から行きますよ。
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot this was a public road and there's a possibility of traffic. Easy. I really like the sound of the trams.
本当に難しいよな。匠みたいになりたいぜ。
Uh-oh.
もう一度匠の横に乗ってみてえな。
We got a
できれ
problem.
ばいつきみたいに自分の車で走ってもらって横で見るのが一番参考になるんだけど。
I don't know if you're gonna get him to drive your
気がつかなかったぞ。
car.
いつの間に。くそ。
Hey, wait, that's that. Oh dear.
バンパーつきやがった。ざけんな。そこまでやられちゃ余計譲りたくねえな。受けるもんなら抜いて
That's
み
not
ろ。
a challenge. Like if it is, he's really challenging you to like a death race. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh no!
Speed stars?
Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall! I would get out and beat the crap out of that guy if he tried something like that with me. Yeah, and a punch to the face is also a good way to destabilize you. That's playing dirty, dude. You're gonna end up getting someone killed with that tactic. Oh, actually, wait. I'm waiting. Because I'm sure Karma is going to come back and bite this guy in the butt, or rather, in the bumper. You know, if this was a more mature anime, I'm sure we would have already seen a bunch of cars just crash and burn by now. I'm kind of glad that this is not a really mature rated anime, so therefore we don't have to worry about seeing these cars get destroyed or the drivers. I mean, it's interesting that that Takumi, he's got the adaptability that he can drive. I thought myself that it was just possibly where it was the 8.6 and he was so used to it. Had driven it for so long that he was used to it. But he was able to drive an 8.5, and he was able to adapt to that car just like that. Maybe it's because it's in the same family, maybe? Or he's just that talented. I really have no idea. I mean, I'm used to my truck, yeah, but you put me, I'll be honest, like, if you put me in a vehicle that I've never been in before, it's going to be strange to me. It's going to take some time to get used to the feel of everything.
もっともっとたくさんデートして二人きりだけの思い出はいっぱい作りたいの。でもせっかくの夏休みなのに匠くんってばバイトで忙しくて毎日会えないんだよね。それにデートしてる最中も遠いところばっかり見てて夏希がそばにいるのに
長くなりそうなので次回イニシャル D FR 殺しのデスマッチ Don't mess it.
Yeah. What I was going to say. Yeah, you put. I mean, I'm not sure how other people, how other people are, but pretty much you put. I mean, I'm not sure how other people are. I mean, you get used to the feeling of a car. You get in something different. It feels. I mean, there is a difference. Something especially that you've never been in before. I remember whenever I first got that Z71 of mine, and the first time that I ever drove that truck, where it is an extended cab, it felt different. It felt like I was driving something much longer than that C10, and it took a little bit for me to adapt to it. And right now, I get in my trucks. Mentally, it doesn't feel like there's a difference at all. I mean, I can tell obviously there's a difference in how they handle, but like mentally, for me, there's not really a difference at all. And but if I were to get in something I've never been in before, I know it would feel very different. And especially trying to drive like that. Trying to drive like that. Drifting and driving at that high speed, especially in a vehicle that you've never been in before. I can't imagine doing that. That would freak me the crap out. And it's interesting that Takumi has that adaptability, that he can adapt to driving another car. And it's also a little surprising that the 8.5 was that powerful that it could actually do those moves. I mean, I know that it was really a lot on behalf of Takumi's driving skills, but still, I mean, no joke. Performance can have an impact. I mean, even if you have a skilled driver, you have to have enough performance to at least be able to keep up with the car that you're running against. Like my truck right now, even though it's got the big block 454 engine, if I tried to race against a new Silverado, yeah, I'm pretty sure the new Silverado, probably with a 5.3 or 6.0 liter Vortec, pretty sure it's with acceleration, maybe top speed. It's probably I have no doubt that it would smoke me. But then again, my truck is pretty much bone stock. I mean, it's not heavily tuned. It does have it does have a few performance parts upgrades on it, but it's not. I didn't make the modifications to make it a racing truck. Something to race with. But performance can have an effect. It's not just the driver. I mean, you can have a high performance vehicle and have bad driving skills. Recipe for disaster. You can have a lightly modified vehicle with a good driver and you got a good setup. You can have a heavily modified vehicle with a good driver and you've also got a good setup. But I think that this other guy here, I love the fact that he has fallen in love with his 8.5 and that he is passionate now about the car. And it's kind of cool because, like, you see the passion and the joy in his face of realizing how much he loves his car now. And he wants to take care of it. He wants to treat that car right. And it's very, very interesting to see that. And it is understandable for me. And it's understandable for me, and it's also, I mean, I know others can relate to it as well. You know, that moment whenever, you know, for some, that moment whenever they finally got a car that they wanted, maybe they'd have been saving up for, or maybe got a car that they wanted as like a birthday or Christmas gift or something. Um, but just that moment whenever, you know, you've got a car that you love and you're taking care of it. And for some people, like myself, we take better care of our cars than we do ourselves. Um, so it's really cool to see the joy and the passion in his face, and you know, seeing how much that he loves that car. And again, it's the birth of a gearhead. It's the birth of somebody who loves cars. And it's also interesting that this other fellow that had lost to the 8.6 before, he wants his brother, pardon me, he wants his brother to beat the 8.6, yet at the same time he doesn't want the 8.6 to lose either. Feels, uh, he feels an understanding to the 8.6, to it being an FR, and to it having FR. He feels a sense of relatability with it, and possibly nostalgia. And he is not the driver that he wants to win, it's the car itself. And again, it's a very interesting thing, you know, to actually see that. And Takumi's also hanging out with this girl here. I mean, she has a crush on him, and she's wanting them to hang out more. And he's like the kind of the oblivious fellow, you know, kind of like the oblivious guy. He doesn't really think that. I mean, he doesn't really. He understands a bit of the things that she said whenever she's more blunt, but like he doesn't really understand it as much, I don't think, which is kind of funny. You know, it's kind of a bit of a typical, you know, cliche with the guy like that, but I can't say it's a typical cliche because it does happen in real life. Um, I can relate to 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 Takumi on that. I can totally relate to him. But again, very, very interesting, and I really want to see this other guy get his comeuppance, because he's just playing dirty, bumping other people's cars in the rear end while they're trying to go around curves. I mean, you're taking a chance on killing someone, and obviously this guy has no respect for other people. As long as he wins, he doesn't care what happens. So I'm really going to be excited whenever this guy gets his just desserts. I don't know when that's going to happen, but let's go ahead and begin the next episode, and maybe we'll get to see that happen. Again. Thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.